Why do you have to question yourself on the dream that you want to pursue? Why do you have to listen to the people that think they know what it is for you? You have 75 years in this world and in this lifetime. If you get lucky to do whatever you want to do. Do you understand me? So don't let anybody dictate you on what you want to do. You have 75 years if you get lucky, one life. You don't have no redos, you don't have nothing. There's nothing else after this. After this lifetime, there's nothing else. So go get it. Go chase the dream, go get it. Thank you.
Cenat saying the words "I quit" sent shockwaves through the internet, not because people believed he was done overnight, but because of who Cenat represents in modern culture. For years, Kai hasn't just been a streamer, he's been the face of an era. Twitch dominance, viral chaos, AMP takeovers, record-breaking subathons, celebrity crossovers, and moments that blurred the line between internet content and real-world spectacle. So when one of the most consistent engines of online energy pauses and publicly questions his future, it's not just personal, it's cultural.
That's fire, bro. Very inspiring video. Yeah, that's just lit. Dope. Very, very relatable. I know I go through the same shit. I ain't gonna give y'all a little spiel. I talk about this shit every day, man. Like, I really be wanting to just focus on music, but it's just so hard to step away from something that you're so used to. Well, I've been making content for 10 years, bro. My whole family life changed off content. It's like, it's hard, it's difficult.
The clip that sparked the panic was short, but the reaction was massive. Fans immediately assumed the worst: retirement, burnout, or a silent exit from the platform that made him famous. Social media timelines filled with reaction videos, nostalgia edits, and end of an era posts within hours. For many fans, the fear wasn't just losing a streamer, it was losing a shared experience. Kai's streams weren't background noise, they were appointment viewing, especially for a generation that grew up watching creators become moguls in real time.
I think you guys are going to see this video and I want to be able to talk to you guys on a one-on-one level, and that's like, I'm going to say, bro, I'm so happy right now, bro. Like, I just left the gym, and hopefully that video goes up too, but I just left the gym, and bro, like, me going to the gym, now when people say like that was therapy, I understand what the gym means now. Like, when I went to the gym this morning, honestly, bro, like, when I was going into it, my mind had so much clog. I was so nervous for today and all that type of stuff, and I had so much on my mind. It's like after I left the gym, my entire thought process went out the window. And then like reading is like the cherry on top. So I ain't gonna lie, if you are in the gym or you read, bro, congratulations to you. If you're not, I encourage you to do so. But other than that, y'all, I'll see you next time.
But as more context surfaced, it became clear that Kai's "I quit" moment wasn't about abandoning streaming altogether. It was about confronting something most creators never say out loud: the pressure to stay the same forever. Kai openly admitted he's been thinking deeply about longevity, not just how to stay relevant, but how to stay fulfilled. That distinction matters. Streaming rewards consistency, chaos, and immediacy, but it doesn't always reward evolution, reflection, or slowing down. And Kai, for the first time, sounded like someone asking whether the grind he mastered is the grind he wants to live in forever. The fan reaction split instantly. One side felt betrayed, worried that Twitch without Kai would lose its pulse. The other side, often older fans or creators themselves, understood exactly what he was saying. Burnout isn't theoretical when you're live for hours, days, and months on end with millions watching your every move. The demand to be entertaining, controversial, funny, and on at all times turns even success into exhaustion. For Kai, who has been operating at peak intensity for years, stepping back didn't look like weakness, it looked like survival. What shifted the narrative even further was Kai's transparency about what he's actually moving toward. Fashion isn't a random side quest. His connection with legendary stylist Law Roach revealed something bigger than clothes: mentorship. Law didn't frame Kai as a celebrity dabbling in style. He spoke about potential, taste, and long-term influence. That conversation reframed Kai not as a streamer trying fashion, but as a cultural figure expanding his language. Fashion, unlike streaming, has seasons, legacy, and physical permanence. It's slower, it's intentional, and for someone who's lived at internet speed, that contrast is powerful. Kai's announcement of his clothing brand, Vivet, added even more clarity. In his cinematic YouTube video, he didn't come across as dramatic or impulsive. He came across as thoughtful, almost vulnerable. He talked about being known for one thing and feeling boxed in by success. That's a reality many creators never escape. The platform that builds you can quietly trap you if you're afraid to change. Kai admitting that fear, especially in front of his mother, in a moment stripped of performance, made it impossible to dismiss this as a publicity stunt. The Italy trip shown in the video wasn't flashy content for clicks. It was process, manufacturing, craftsmanship, design conversations. That matters because it shows commitment. This wasn't a merch drop, it was a brand foundation. Vivet represents Kai's attempt to create something that exists beyond live chat, subs, and clips, something tangible, something lasting. For the first time, Kai wasn't feeding the algorithm, he was building against it. At the same time, Kai was honest about his personal growth goals, admitting he's been reading daily and working on public speaking. That confession hit harder than any announcement. Kai built his career on raw charisma and instinct. Now he's deliberately sharpening tools that support long-term leadership. That signals maturity. Not the "I'm done" maturity fans fear, but the "I'm preparing for what comes next" kind. It's the difference between quitting and outgrowing. So is Kai Cenat retiring from streaming? All signs say no, at least not in the way people initially feared. What's happening is more complex and more interesting. Kai is repositioning himself. Streaming may no longer be the center of his identity, but it remains a powerful pillar. This isn't disappearance, it's redistribution of energy. Fewer streams, more intention, less chaos, more ownership. That shift mirrors what we've seen from creators who successfully transition into long-term relevance, rather than burning out in their prime. There's also the AMP factor. Kai isn't operating alone. As a leader within AMP, his decisions ripple outward. A slower Kai doesn't mean a silent Kai, it means a different role. Vision instead of volume. Strategy instead of constant presence. That evolution could redefine how creators scale beyond individual fame into ecosystems. Culturally, Kai's moment speaks to a larger trend. The first generation of internet megastars is growing up. They're asking questions the industry never prepared them for. What happens after virality? What does fulfillment look like when you've already won? And how do you protect your mind when your personality is your product? Kai asking those questions publicly gives permission for others to do the same. For fans, the takeaway is simpler than the panic suggested. Kai isn't gone. He's recalibrating. The energy, the humor, the presence that made him a star aren't disappearing. They're being redirected. Whether that means fewer Twitch hours, more fashion moves, deeper storytelling, or a completely reimagined version of Kai Cenat, one thing is clear. This isn't the end of an era. It's the end of autopilot. And in a culture addicted to constant output, choosing growth over noise might be the boldest move Kai Cenat has made yet.
Why do you have to question yourself on the dream that you want to pursue? Why do you have to listen to the people that think they know what it is for you? You have 75 years in this world and in this lifetime. If you get lucky to do whatever you want to do you understand me? So don't let anybody dictate you on what you want to do. You have 75 years if you get lucky. One life. You don't have no redos. You don't have nothing. There's nothing else after this. After this lifetime, there's nothing else. So go get it. Go chase the dream. Go get it. Thank you.
That's fire, bro. Very inspiring video. Yeah, that's just lit. Dope. Very, very relatable. I know I go through the same shit. I ain't gonna give y'all a little spiel. I talk about this shit every day, man. Like, I really be wanting to just focus on music, but it's just so hard to step away from something that you're so used to. Well, I've been making content for 10 years, bro. My whole family life changed off content. It's like, it's hard. It's difficult.